People be talking about there's always gonna be haters, there's always gonna be negative people. Nah, fuck that. That means there's always gonna be somebody affected by it. We gotta cut that out. I think it's time we made them the odd person out. But I'm about to say, I recommend planning it out, especially if it happens a lot. That way the person doesn't hesitate to speak because they know they have support. Let's start with bullying. I think that's a good example. Make them feel like they're being weird. Don't bully them because then you're no better than them. But instead use that moment to take away their emotional reward and then give them a negative experience to being the bully. It is for the bully, but it's not only for the bully. Let the whole area know that this whole environment, this whole culture, we only support people and we only give good energy. Not just as this room, as a whole world. That's just what we do. It'll have to be a group thing. Multiple people have to get that energy off. Like in a classroom, I would like for there to be at least 3 people, because if it's just one, it's another one-on-one, and that defeats the purpose. Bullies and haters and all them, they do it to be a part of the hater culture, the hater group. So the point is to make them realize that this is not only a shitty thing to do, but make them realize it's not normal. This is not what people like to do. This is not what anybody does. You were alone. And they do it to make the other person feel alone, to make the other person feel bad. So all we got to do is flip the emotions and the problem solved. You just got to do it as a group. And I'm aware that people may bully like in closed off areas or where people usually aren't at, but you have to deliberately, I don't know if you have to, but you're probably going to need to do this on purpose to where you make it to where they can only bully you when there are people around. Now, if the culture's already getting established, then they might do it already. But if you're the first person trying to do this, then you got to make sure that those people are going to follow up and support you. Like this video right here, this is worst case scenario. There is nothing that went right in this video. I know what you're thinking. Yes, the teacher's supposed to say something, supposed to do something. Problem is there's only one teacher, so that's a one-on-one conflict. And the teacher is expected to do something. What I'm saying is the bully still feels like they did what they needed to do. They're trying to seem cool to the kids. They're not trying to seem cool to the teacher. As a group, as an area, the worst thing to do is to record and laugh, support the person being bullied, and isolate the bully. Not forever and ever, but isolate the bully's actions. Isolate what they're doing. When they're doing something good, then support them. The point is to get them to come around and eventually start being supported and being positive and start helping people. Once they start doing that, then yeah, support them. But the bully shit, that gotta go. I know what you're thinking. What happens if there's a group? What happens if there's a lot of them? And like, especially in one classroom, one area, one lunchroom, whatever. I feel like at that point, it's to fight for the majority. Say in a classroom, bully groups will be like 5 at the most, so it's not impossible to make it happen. Like, you know who the bullies are. Like, it's not a lot of them in the school. You know who the bullies are. There's hundreds and maybe even thousands of students in the school. We know that every nigga in there ain't a bully. There's a way to get the majority. And if you are successful, they may turn into like this little cult-like group that are trying to be against the norm and be against all the support and positivity shit. But don't worry about that. Just keep up with the strategy. As long as you keep doing this over and over and reinforcing it on multiple occasions, either those people are going to start coming over, say if it's a group or if it's just one person. People are going to either start coming over to your side or the legal system will deal with them. If they're really that rebellious, chances are they do a lot worse shit than just bully people. And I don't expect every attempt to be successful. I don't even know if I expect the first attempt to be. But if you do get or got bullied and you lost the battle, then come talk to me. I'll get you straight.